going to turn now to our GMA cover story. More on the royal family reeling this morning after Harry and Meghan's announcement that they want to step back as senior members of the royal family. So how will they navigate this major change? Let's head back over to James Longman, who has a look at past crises the royal family has faced. Hey, James.
Hi, Cecilia. Yeah, I think it's fair to say Britain is in shock this morning, with Meghan and Harry saying they'll take a step back from royal duties. The royal family is used to drama. There's a sense of history repeating now, and disappointment that the fairy tale may not have materialised.
The royal family, no stranger to controversy and scandal. But now, many wondering how this latest crisis will affect the monarchy. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announcing a new Brexit of sorts, saying they'll step back from their royal roles and move part-time to North America. But from the 1936 abdication of King Edward VIII, who stepped down as king in order to marry Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee, to the messy divorce and romantic entanglements between Prince Charles, Diana and Camilla Parker Bowles, the Windsors have found their private lives often the cause of public crisis. Just last year, headlines that once close brothers, William and Harry, are allegedly feuding. Speaking out in an ITV documentary.
We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me. I love him dearly, and the majority of the stuff is the majority of stuff is created out of nothing. But it's just, as I said, as brothers, you have good days, you have bad days.
From the start, Harry and Meghan said they'd do things differently. It won't be easy, especially gaining financial independence while not being seen to devalue the monarchy. Harry's uncle, Prince Edward, tried that in the 1980s, his royal-inspired TV show, widely mocked at the time. And Fergie, having been frozen out of the firm for years, ended up making questionable commercial decisions. Taking salaries and receiving public funds may leave the couple open to criticism and exploitation.
So what next? Well, don't forget the pair do remain members of the royal family, but in time, Meghan and Harry could well take salaried jobs. Could we see Meghan back on screen? Could Harry cut a paycheck as a public speaker? Don't rule anything out, but it's not going to be easy. Cecilia? All
right, James, thank you. So many questions. So for those answers, let's turn to our royal contributor. Victoria Murphy joins us from Buckingham Palace. Victoria, good morning to you. We just heard James list all of these scandals the family has faced. This one was really shocking. How damaging could this end up being for the royal family?
Hi there, good morning. Yes, well, we thought 2019 was a tough year for the royal family, but 2020 has got off to an even worse start. It's obviously hugely damaging for the royals to have this obvious conflict between the Sussexes and the rest of the royals played out in the public domain. That statement by Harry and Meghan last night totally blindsided the rest of the royal family. I was speaking to people last night and this morning, and it's been made very clear to me that they were not aware of the content of the statement before it was released. They knew the Sussexes wanted to do things differently, but discussions were at a very early stage, and that's created a huge sense of disappointment among other royals. Harry and Meghan have essentially put their wish list into the public domain before anything has been sorted out, and now any negotiations that do take place about what their role may be and how what they want can be made to work will now be thrashed out in the public domain.
And the fact that they were blindsided by this, what does that tell you that what was happening behind the scenes?
Yeah, well, I think it tells you that the Sussexes are obviously operating entirely separately to the rest of the royal family. They went ahead and released this statement, even though they had not consulted with the royal family. And that, of course, is not what the royal family want us to see. They want us to see them putting on a united front. They want to sort these things out behind closed doors and then appear with a solution publicly. And they don't want us to know about all the conflict and all the negotiations that have to go on. But it's become abundantly clear, because the Sussexes released that statement, that there is a huge conflict that is going on, and now that is very much laid bare for all to see.
And Victoria, we know that Harry and Meghan have talked about their frustrations publicly with the press. That Harry's even called out the press for racist undertones in their coverage. Do you have a sense of what role race played in this decision?
Yeah, well, we know that they're very unhappy with so many aspects of the coverage. They have called out racism and undertones, racist undertones in comment pieces, they've said. They've also called out outright racism on social media. They're also very unhappy about other things. They haven't liked the fact that there have been inaccurate stories, that stories have been repeated across the internet without being checked. The way that her father has been contacted by the media has made them very unhappy. So there are a lot of factors at play there. But we do know that a big part of this decision is to do with their relationship with the media. They have devoted a whole section to their new website on how they want to reframe their relationship with the media and remove themselves from a system that currently gives the British media preferential access. Whether or not they'll be able to do that or not, as with everything, remains to be seen.
So many questions. Victoria Murphy, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.